think my experience just really helped me like open up my mind to the different possibilities of what I could do and what I could be. So coming out of high school and coming to the University of Washington, I hadn't really found my place. So LSJ for me felt like my place and where I could learn and grow and develop.
I think LSJ has been a good foundation of knowledge to help shape my values and just be that base of education to dedicate my career to public service.
One of my favorite memories from LSJ was one of the first courses I had with Professor Godoy, where she told us on the first day, I expect you in this class to question everything, including what I tell you. Just because I'm a professor telling you something doesn't mean that what I'm saying is true. It could be, but having that freedom and actually being encouraged to interact with what you're learning and question it.
Having empathy for other people. A lot of the courses, whether it be like human rights law or women in society, they're talking about some topics that it's really eye-opening once you realize like what they're going through in that situation, and it definitely leaves you kind of wanting to make a difference, wanting to make an impact, but also understanding like other people are going through some things that you might not be totally educated on.
Abilities that I developed in LSJ with encouragement from professors have allowed me in my career to tackle things that were unfamiliar or that I didn't know how to do, but I knew how to be resourceful enough to find out how to do them.
Professionally, when I've been hit by like a failure or like a barrier in front of me, being able to redirect and understand that it's not the end of it all, that there's more behind it, and that this might just be more of a pivot rather than it's over.
LSJ teaches you a skill set while still exposing you to a number of different disciplines that helps you in a broader way than majoring in any very specific discipline.
In the economy we have now, having degrees that provide a certain level of flexibility is really important, and it's pretty rare to find a major that has such a broad base to it the way that LSJ does.
I think it just makes you a better person too. It makes you an engaged community advocate, an engaged citizen. I think you learn about other things beyond Seattle, Washington, and the worldview right here while you're going to school.
Advice that I would give to a graduating student who is just about to complete their LSJ course, their major, is to tap into your alumni network. I think that that is often an underrated, untapped resource in a lot of schools.
Stay connected to the foundation knowledge you got here in the LSJ degree, and stay dedicated to the mission that you want to help, and especially that mission being something that's greater than yourself.
You never know what doors are going to open and where, and so just to kind of try and stay the course and trust the process a little bit. It's easier said than done.
Try different things out. You've just got a degree that, again, has prepared you well for a multitude of different career options. So explore those, spend some time with it, and just, take risks and see where you end up, because there's so many different options and directions that your life can take.
My future is really dedicated to public service, and I think a lot of that is from the values that I learned here in the Law Society and Justice program.
I've done a lot of work to get to where I am now, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface, so I'm excited for what the future holds for me. I've tried not to put too much of a title on it because, one day I want to do this kind of work, and the next day I'm really impacted by a different style of work.
I'm just still open to really anything that I find professionally satisfying, and still harkens back to picking those LSJ courses just because I found them interesting, that I think that I will just continue to pursue what sounds interesting and professionally satisfactory and keep on keeping on.